That's going into my assessment as far as who do I think is going to win this fight. So now look at all those factors, my people. I'm not guessing. I promise you, I never guess. Look at all those factors. Terence Crawford, who I've been following for over 10 years, who I've been watching him get big wins after big wins, who I've been watching people discredit his wins over champions. Look how easily he dismantled Amir Khan. Look at Porter was a tough fight. He became the first fighter to stop Sean Porter. So Terence Crawford has already been showing me his greatness. Now that I see that two great fighters are facing each other, I'm looking at the physical assets and the styles. Styles make fights. Every time somebody told me, oh, Madrimov, look what happened with Madrimov. He couldn't stop Madrimov, and Madrimov gave him problems. I try to tell you, Madrimov and Canelo do not fight the same. You see that Madrimov has that style, that herky-jerky, where he's constantly fainting. And it is very hard to time a fighter like that. Canelo doesn't fight like that. That's not his style. And there you have it. But I've also tried to explain this to people. And maybe you learned it from this fight. Never make a prediction based off of what happened with a previous opponent. Never do that. People should have learned that when Terence Crawford and Errol Spence fought. Because I'm going to remind you guys, back then, people were saying, well, look what little Gamboa did to him. Imagine when Spence lands. Oh my God, Spence is going to kill him. Errol Spence is going to get him out of there. Come on. Now, we look at it, and it's like, wait a minute, so people are saying the same thing all over again? Oh my God, look what little Gamboa did to him. Imagine what Canelo's gonna do. We should have learned that logic was out of order. We should have learned it already. Like, how did it help Errol Spence that Gamboa hurt Crawford? How did it help him? It didn't help him out at all. And how was it supposed to help Canelo that Gamboa buzzed Crawford over 10 years ago? That was supposed to help him. Clearly, it did not. So in the future, ladies and gentlemen, never use the results of a previous fight to say, oh, look what happened over there. That's what's going to happen over here. I guess that's what that means. Don't do that, my peoples. What happened in a previous fight, I've been telling you for 3 months, that is irrelevant. Now you learn something new. You'll never do that again. I have a hard time believing that you won't do it again because, damn, for the Errol Spence fight, you say he was too big. You say he was too strong. You said Crawford wasn't going to be able to handle the punishment. You said Errol Spence was going to stop him. Okay. So didn't you learn that time that size and power is not what dictates the outcome of a fight? Well, you learned it this time around, hopefully. But the point is that I'm taking all of this information when I'm making my prediction. I'm taking it all into account. Canelo is tailor-made for Terence Crawford. And that's why I told you guys Bud was going to make him look easy. There you have it, my peoples. That's all that went into my prediction. Not just that, oh, this one of my favorite fighters. This is my favorite fighter, so he's going to win. And a lot of people decide what they think the outcome of a fight is going to be based on what you want to happen. You want it to happen? Oh, man, yeah, Canelo's going to knock him out. And he's going to knock him out early. Bro, just because you want that to happen doesn't mean it's going to happen. Come on, my peoples. So there you have it. That's the anatomy of a prediction with JSmiff. Like I said, I decided, or I understood that Terence Crawford was going to win this fight based on everything that I have seen from the beginning, from 13 or 12 years ago, whenever it was that I started watching him. I saw a fight that was special. When I saw him beat Gamboa, special. Postol, special win. Benavidez' brother. All these guys that he was fighting that people were trying to act like they was nobodies and they were like they was bums. I was watching the type of performances that Crawford was putting together. I was watching the footwork, the counter-punching skills, the way that he was fighting inside the phone booth and trading. And I'm like, this guy's different. This guy's special. I knew it all along. So by the time it came to make that prediction, and I saw these two styles, and Crawford being the taller guy with the longer reach and the better footwork, the superior footwork, and me seeing the struggles that Canelo has shown versus fighters who have those features, it was a no-brainer. I told you, I didn't think Terence Crawford was gonna win this fight. I knew he was gonna win this fight. I've been repeating it over and over and over for the last 3 months. In fact, look at my 1-minute prediction. My 1-minute, matter of fact, let me give you the 1-minute prediction right now, my peoples. And I said this a bunch of times during